excited, and then you're gonna be like, oh, and you'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
That was the whole season. He just wrapped up the whole season for you in literally 10 seconds.
Hello, Nicholas. Hello, Miles.
Hey,
Thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to talk to you both. And how excited to be in season 2 of The Wilds. You can start with you, Nicholas. What got your attention about your character?
Well, first of all, I was a fan of the show, season 1. I mean, what an amazing opportunity to jump on board something that's already so successful and has such an amazing fan base. So yes, it was an honor to be a part of it. I think the women set such a good bar in the first season, so that coming in was a challenge in a good way, and I am really proud of what we were able to do this season. And yeah, I'm excited for everyone to check it out. It was fun.
Yeah, yes, it is. I already watched it, so I cannot say anything. Yes. And for you, Miles, like, how can you describe your character's journey in this season?
Yeah, Ivan is an aspiring playwright, an activist, someone who's very into fashion, very into clothing, very into online culture. But he's got a pretty razor sharp wit that gets him into trouble. He's pretty defensive and confrontational. I think he comes onto the island very ready to defend himself at any corner, and in that I think he is a bit of a provoker in the group. But by the end, through events that occur on the island and reflection that happens based on events that occurred before, I think he sort of learns to understand how powerful emotional vulnerability can be and sensitivity can be, and he starts to lead with understanding and compassion. It's quite an interesting journey he goes on.
For you, Nicholas, your character Josh, what was like his biggest challenge?
I mean, well, Josh had a huge life-changing moment. So I think Josh's biggest moment in this season is when he gets sexually assaulted on the island. That's life-changing for him, for anyone. So I think that moment is really what changed Josh. Because of what happened, the other boys give him the opportunity to speak up and be heard. And I think that's, for the first time in his life, he finds community and the courage to be confident in who he is and be like, hey, this is me. And I think that's a big thing for Josh. Yeah.
And if you guys, like you, Nicholas and Miles, in this situation, isolated in the island, what are you going to miss the most?
If I'm on the island?
Yeah.
I would miss, music, AirPods, my speakers. I'm listening to music pretty constantly throughout the day. So not having that, I would just be like, what do I do with my thoughts? I literally have no idea.
You, Nicholas?
In a similar vein, I would miss like live music and dancing. They bring me so much joy. Every time there's a band on, I'm like, let's go. So I would miss that a lot. I love that part of my life.
That's a good answer.
Music is life. So I just want to thank you both so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you, and I hope everybody liked this season like I did. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Hello, Aidan. Hello, Zack.
Hey.
Hello. Thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to talk to you both. And I'm going to start with you, Zack. Wow, how excited is to play Rafael, and to be on season 2 of The Wilds.
It is an incredible honor, and I am so incredibly excited for this audience to see this new show and these new characters. And it has been just truly the pleasure of my life to work with these incredible actors and this crew and these directors, and further this already incredible story.
And for you, Aidan, how can you describe Henry's journey in this season?
I feel like his journey is very much all over the place. I feel like he obviously knows who he is as an emo child, and being an introvert and being a reclusive person, I feel like that's his energy. But he definitely goes through many ups and downs after kind of figuring out the people that he's surrounded with while on the island. And I think he's just trying to keep alive, and he has all this knowledge that he uses in order to help out the group and everything. And I think his journey just goes through a lot of ups and downs.
Zack, for you, like, what was your biggest challenge, like, to be filming in the island, the forest? How was, like, the biggest challenge for you as an actor, like the physicality of the role?
Yeah, the physicality, absolutely. I mean, I think when you sign on to shoot a show that's literally on an island off the coast of Australia, you're pretty prepared, or pretty knowing that you're going to be dealing with a lot of elements, especially environmental ones. I think that for us, it was, we would get picked up from our hotels at 3 a.m. and go and be in hair and makeup for hours and getting ready for that. And then at 6 a.m. land on a beach and start shooting for hours. And so depending on what the day was going to look like and the weather, and it'd be storming one minute and sunny the next, and it'd be super hot out. And so you'd show up with 16 layers, and like 20 minutes and you're like taking them all off and then putting them back on. So yes, lots of sunscreen, lots of sand everywhere. It's a very environmentally challenging show for sure.
Yeah. And for you, Aidan, like, be there, like, with all these other amazing actors, anything fun happened that you can share with us?
A lot of fun happened while we were there for 5.5 months. Yeah, a lot of fun. I mean, we were all in the same apartment building for 5.5 months. So, I think if you put a bunch of kids in the same, place, obviously there'll be a lot of fun going on, and on screen and off screen. It was just it's such a beautiful time. And there's a place called Elsewhere that we went to a bunch, and that was a good time as well. It's like a dance place. Yeah.
And Zack, come back to you. If you are in this situation in real life, what are you gonna miss the most if it happened that to you? Be isolated.
Oh, what would I miss the most?
Me.
Well, does he get to come with me, or is he not with me? He's not with me. He's not with me.
Not
I'd miss
with
Aidan.
you.
I'd miss Aidan. That's what I'd miss.
Okay. And what about you, Aidan?
There's one right answer. There's one right answer.
Yeah, but you gotta say Zack.
Okay. Yeah, that's amazing. That's good that you're gonna meet each other.
Each other, yeah.
Not technology, not
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And for us to wrap it up, what we can expect of the Wilds season 2, Zack?
I think walking in with zero expectations is probably the safest way to see it, because the expectations, I think, will be broken, and it's way more fun that way.
And for you, Aidan?
Prepare to be shocked. Prepare to be sad, upset. But excited. I mean, it's I meant like sad as in like you're gonna feel all these different emotions. You're gonna go in being like, oh yeah, season 2. Let's go. Like, we're ready. Like, I'm excited. And then you're gonna be like, oh, and you'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
That was the whole season. He just wrapped up the whole season for you in literally 10 seconds.
Indeed, I agree with you. So I just want to thank you so much for your time, Zack, Aidan, and a lot of success. And I hope everybody enjoyed watching the series like I did. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.